Over the unit, slow down. Please reference your PDTs for alternate calls.
Michael Mann, producer for Need for Speed Most Wanted. Need for Speed Most Wanted, the premise is to become the most notorious elusive street racer in Rockport. And to become the most notorious racer, you need to earn reputation. To earn reputation, you need to win races, you need to complete pursuit challenges, you need to evade the cops, and you need to earn bounty. As you progress through the Blacklist 15, each of these guys are mini bosses, and each of them have a special unique skill set. Some are good at circuits, some are good at speed trap races, some are good at drag. As you progress through the career progression, you need to hone your skills for each of these areas to make it to number one on the list, to get your car back, which Razor took away from you at the very beginning of the game. What's unique for Need for Speed Most Wanted compared to Underground 2 is really the cop experience. So we spent a lot of energy and time in really blowing out the interactive open world cops. And they're smart cops, they're intelligent cops. So we base a lot of the strategy off real strategies in the world. So we have like box formation, rolling roadblock. Basically there's an escalation throughout the career. We start off with the civic cops, very simple high-speed strategies. So basically it starts off with 3 to 4 cop cars and it escalates upwards up to 12 to 15 cops. And basically we have waves of cops. So once you progress through the initial waves, a backup timer comes up and basically counts down for 2 minutes. And basically you have to get rid of the last remaining 1 or 2 cop cars that are chasing you before the next wave comes in. So one of the cool things of Need for Speed Most Wanted is that kind of the cool techniques the user can use to evade the cops. One of these things is the speed breaker. So basically it's kind of like a bullet time. It kind of gives you heightened sense of control of your car, allows you to perform 180 maneuvers, thread through roadblocks, and also gives you a higher agility to your car, so you're able to pull off the tight maneuvers. Another aspect, kind of interactive element to the game is also what we call pursuit breakers. There's just certain specific locations in the world, like water towers, gas stations, that you drive through that either collapse or fall down on the cops, and you can use these elements to get away from the cops. And it's usually marked on your mini-map with a little icon to let you know where they are in the world. There's like 3 stages to the pursuit. So initially it's the engagement, you're being chased. Once you get away from the cops, we basically call that the cooldown mode. And basically at that point, you're patrolling, you're going through the open world, and cops are patrolling around looking for you. You can hear them on the radio that they're setting up roadblocks up in the northern quadrant. There's a patrol in the southern quadrant. At this time you can kind of, it's cat and mouse experience where you kind of want to stay away from the cops. At that point you can also, there's strategic locations throughout the world what we call hideouts. They could be in a car wash, it could be your safe house. If you pull in these, you're hidden from the cops, your cooldown meter fills up, and you got away from the cops. You get your bounty, you get rewards.
Requesting you set up a quadrant ASAP. Units remain on Code 6 status till further notice.
What Need for Speed Most Wanted online features, 2 to 4 players, 720p. Also, we allow to multiple game modes. We have sprints, circuits, drag racing online. As well, we allow the user to play in 720p mode and also race against someone else who's in 480p or 480i. So you don't always have to be in the same resolution. And some of the cool new technology we brought in was laser scanning. So basically, right down to 250 microns, we get right down to the paint fleck on the car to get that detail. So our models are about 3,000 poly models. We have normal maps on the tires, on the badging, real-time photorealistic lighting system on it, environmental shadows and world reflections happening in the car. The most beautiful cars you ever seen in a racing game. And then you take a world. Our worlds have what we call true lighting, so really is dynamic real-time lighting where the shadows move across the street, across the car. HDR, high dynamic range imagery, so when you go through the tunnels you get a little blinded by the light. And also we actually what we call iris simulation too. As you pull into the tunnels, it gets a little darker and it takes a couple seconds for your eyes to adjust. So we really want to deliver on the true racing feeling experience in the game.